Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the platform. It is your brother Bolo being on. I'm about to examine. So, I'm talking about shocking. I'm talking about insane allegations from Headboy, part of Job Christopher Tufton name came up. Whole a bunch of people name came up. I'm not co-signing nothing. I'm here to react. This is for documentation purposes. This is not meant with any bias whatsoever. I'm saying if these allegations are true, this needs to be investigated immediately. I'm talking about drop everything, do it right now. If what this man is saying is true, Jamaica is hemorrhaging, right? And somebody is still trying to cut off the other foot. This is crazy. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this video deserves at least 1,000 likes. Get the damn likes up. Alright, get these likes up right now. Stop playing. If you want to donate, it's right there on the screen. Cash App and PayPal. Let's hear what Headboy had to say. Alright, and what sparked all of this was Dr. Roger Hunter's suspension from practicing medicine in Jamaica, which is a mighty interesting story within itself. Y'all need to go over to Partner Jaw TV and go check it out. Alright, let's go.
I am telling you, Jamaica. Me are telling you tonight. Hello, good night, Headboy. Hello, good night.
Hi, good night, Professor.
Yes.
All I can say to Dr. Roger Hunter right now that we do very well with his skills, with his skill set. Don't waste your time and argue with the Jamaica Medical Council because all of whom you have listed,
Yes.
with the exception of maybe two who I personally know, all of them are labor rights. Every
Hi, we hear the
We need a divine intervention. We're tired of the labor rights. What can go so?
listed,
Yes.
with the exception of maybe two who I personally know, all of them are labor rights. Every single one.
What you said?
With the exception of two that you listed on that medical council board, all of them are labor rights. I could call it two names that I know that are associated with the People's National Party. The rest of them are labor rights.
Mighty God.
Yeah.
So even
Ball out. Whoa, with it.
yes.
And Jacqueline Bisesa Mackenzie, I'm disappointed in her because of how the Labour Party treated Jacqueline. Miss Bisesa Mackenzie, she should not even waste her time by taking the appointment.
My God.
They removed her as the chief during the COVID. Remember, they removed her because of her approach to how the data was being managed. Right? Jacqueline Bisesa is actually one of our good, what they call them I think it's not virologists, right? She's one of the best we have in the country. And imagine them sideline her during the COVID, you know. Yeah?
But she's still the chief medical officer of Jamaica, isn't she?
She is. But she was not allowed to do her job. The Minister of Health took over Jacqueline Bisesa's job during COVID.
Mighty God.
And sidelined her. And don't make nobody fool her. She's not a labor right.
Oh.
She's not. Yeah?
Well.
And so that is why you see they treat her the way they did. But Roger Hunter, don't waste your time.
I believe that Comrade Rav Gonzalez will take him, you know. I think you need to go to St. Vincent.
I can tell you right now, two countries who will take him if he's ready tomorrow morning. Just tell him to reach out to me, Prof. I know Antigua has the need for his services and St. Kitts and Nevis. Yeah?
Mighty God.
These are dime of a dozen. These are dime of a dozen.
But can you believe, Headboy? There was no due process followed. There was no meeting. There was no hearing. And then put out, said that the man has been suspended with immediate effect. This is how...
No, I'm going to win them in court. Let them to court because I'm going to win them because there's a process with the medical council. For example, there's a sitting councillor in Clarendon.
Yes.
Who, not related to the medical council, but to the dentistry aspect of the same medical council. Right?
Yes.
Because you have people who say them are dentists in Jamaica.
And they're not dentists.
They're not dentists. A lot of them were only trained to deal with cosmetics with the false teeth.
Yes.
Yeah? I would just be plain with the false teeth. This man is in Clarendon, right? A counselor in North Central Clarendon, working from people's teeth. Them a dentist, all pull out teeth, and he was never authorized to do so. He was authorized to only do the dentures.
Really?
Yeah, I could tell you, Sakal. You don't know the name Sakal?
Sakala, who that know?
Rock River.
Rock River.
Yeah.
Judge
Help,
mighty
help.
God!
We see out of the
We
letter.
need a divine intervention!
The amount of people get bad teeth and bad mouth because of Sakal. And when in 2014, when the medical association, particularly the dentistry side, you know, the dentistry side is different from the medical association.
Yes.
When they came down on him, you know that to this day he's still practicing in Chapelton.
Really?
3/4 of the time the man is drunk as a bat.
And I pull people teeth?
But Andre, you don't know. In the rural areas, a lot of these so-called doctors, if you ask them when last have they ever gone back to any retraining,
My
to anything,
God.
enough of them don't do nothing, right? They don't. And this is the apparatus of the modus operandi of the Labour Party when it comes on to doctors. Remember they did the same thing to Desmond Brennan, who ran against Brennan Charles in 2016. You know? They moved Brennan from Chapelton and sent him on down to Lionel Town.
My God.
This is how the Labour Party. But Colin Virgo has no qualification.
So where Colin Virgo had up on the committee, the council?
Let me tell you something. Remember, Sir Colin Virgo had to be given something because Andrew Holness never liked Colin from
And
man.
dash him way somewhere. Oh,
And him dash him way.
Oh, him is Tufton representative.
A tough stand representative. Same way like how them have Wayne Chen. I run the board. What they call the board? The Sarah.
Sarah and the people that now get the pay and something. Another Tuftonite.
Another tough tonight. Right? And they keep on, they even at one point when they were going to lock down the Chapelton Hospital,
Yes.
Tufton came to Chapelton to have a meeting. And I asked Wayne Chen a question in the meeting. And Wayne couldn't answer the question. And I say, you know what? It is clear to me, the only reason for wanting to lock down the Chapelton Hospital
Yes.
is because they felt that Brennan had gotten too much power in the constituency.
My God.
They did the same thing with Ajay Dixon, the candidate.
Ajay Dixon.
Them knock him out, they fling him from Maypen, send him to Lionel Town. Every time they feel that they're under pressure, they do things to affect the doctors. The same Dr. Bruce did the same thing to my friend who studied in Cuba.
But you know what? I go and read. You remember the press release we come out to a day, yeah? Oh, the Mitchell man. The Mitchell man. Well, are they?
You talking to your friend to Dr. Mitchell?
The Mitchell man up UA Hospital. You remember when he put out the press release and say, oh, the CEO. When we get somebody say, Andre, I understand that the CEO, who is Bruce, alleged co-conspirator, wrote and released that I support Dr. Bruce. Document. Note the normal hospital PR, Miss Robinson, UA Hospital, question it and ask why he didn't say I and not the UA. There was no consensus. It was just organized by these gentlemen. You hear ya? It is alleged that Bruce wrote the release and Mitchell allegedly put his name and attach his name to say that him support himself and he never consult with the rest of the people in the hospital. You hear the appear bank and I gather tonight that them send out something to the nurses and the doctors instructing them that them have no right to talk.
Well, let me put it further. Ask Dr. Bruce who is protecting him. What is his relationship to Tufton? Yeah, and to some of and to Bruce. Because you know the reason for this? For a lot of these doctors, you see coming in defense, there's a thing called the Lodge in Jamaica, Andre.
They what?
Has not died.
The
Lodge. The Freemason, they ran the Freemason Lodge of Jamaica, which by the way, Mr. Man from Southwest St. Catherine is a big man in it. Right? A lot of the Ministry of Health, as the money that is missing and going through friends and come belongs, is a large business. You don't know what's a tough than a large man?
What did you say?
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Emotional damage.
As the money that is missing and going through friends and come belongs is a large business. You don't know what's a tough than a large man? Hello?
What you say, Headboy?
You know, Tufton is one of the biggest lodge man outside of every Wilmington.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way. What can go so? What can go so? What can go so?
When the time come, some are go charge for corruption.
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right. Tell about them.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Hello?
What you said, boy?
You know, Tufton is one of the biggest lodge man outside of every Wilmington.
Oh, are you attacking Headboy?
And he has filled the lodge. He has filled everywhere he goes with all of his lodge friends.
Oh, the lodge.
And me have bun them out tonight. Because I know some of them from PNP side and some from GLP side.
What did you say?
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man. What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
PNP and JLP. I told y'all, man. Bombshells, bro. Bombshells. Bombshells.
Filled the lodge. He has filled everywhere he goes with all of his lodge friends.
Oh, the lodge.
And me have bun them out tonight. Because I know some of them from PNP side and some from GLP side. The lodge is what is destroying our healthcare system in Jamaica. Because most of the contracts have been issued to personal friends. Me not talk about Carry Med yet, you know. Glenn Christian, you hold your asses. Because you made the most money out of COVID from media in Jamaica. Because most of the contracts have been issued to personal friends. Me not talk about Carry Med yet, you know. Glenn Christian, you hold your asses. Because you made the most money out of COVID from N95 masks. Selling it to the government 3 to 4 times more than what it was valued during the COVID.
Carry Med?
Carry Med. But how could Carry Med be a supplier of the Ministry of Health when
Emotional,
raises
damn
money
it.
a year for Christmas to the government 3 to 4 times more than what it was valued during the COVID?
Carry Med?
Carry Med. But how could Carry Med be a supplier of the Ministry of Health when Glenn Christian raises money every year for Tufton?
What you said?
What?
Oh, how could Carry Med be a supplier of the ministry when Glenn Christian raises resources for Tufton every year in his constituency?
Raise money?
You know, say Glenn Christian is who is boosting up Tufton to become the next leader of the Labour Party. Where do you think them put Tufton a health? Carry Med has grown since Tufton has become the Minister of Health.
Really?
Yes. So when you hear people are called people and I give them order of donkey and order of jackasses, it's because of what they benefited from.
Really?
Carry Med needs to tell the country why it was they were the major contractors of the Ministry of Health through sole source supplying contracts from 2020 up to now.
My God.
Some of those contracts have not been cancelled, you know. Imagine what them do to my good friend at the National Health Fund. Right? The director of the health fund. Them make poor man affairs sign onto things that he know should not have been signed onto. Because what is that? That is how they made the money, you know. You know how many people are making nice body, but medtech, you dig up when the real audit is done of the Ministry of Health. You think Andrew you know, think Andrew's situation is bad?
Mm.
Huh? You wait to have my health ministry. Yeah?
My God, what
Health
a
ministry was
revelation.
where all of the money was. To this day, we have not heard how much donations the ministry has received, you know, and how they
What?
spend the donation. Yeah?
Jesus have mercy. Come to
We not
think of
hear
it.
it. But all we're told during the COVID was that the Ministry of Health is now doing sole source. You know, see, don't stand by and run.
Yeah, and talk about him, I forgot the PhD.
People, this needs to be studied. This needs to be studied.
Don't stand. Why you run?
As
Why
permanent
you
secretary.
run? And what they did, you know, was to upset Sister Elaine Foster Allen, who's a decent woman,
What you
who
said
was at the
though?
ministry. Elaine Foster Allen, who opposed the market me contract, immediately they frustrated her and caused her to retire from the public service. Remember, she was at education first, you know.
No, she went to OPM and Andrew never liked what she was putting in the systems at OPM and him transfer her to Ministry of
No,
Health.
but she was at education first.
Yes.
She was at education first, yes.
And
But when
Portia
him transfer-
requested her up at OPM. Remember, man? Portia
Yeah, but
requested
remember
her.
why Andrew not gonna like Elaine Foster Allen, you know.
All it
Elaine
was.
Foster Allen, she's a prayer warrior.
Yeah,
Me
man.
and her used to
When,
pray in
yeah,
the
man.
days
Remember
ago.
some my prayer, mother, that you know. When she
Upper
had
Sharp
start,
Teachers College.
when she had start revealing that the Holy Ghost were going tandem, you know. They not
Hey,
like
that's
it.
why they didn't. That's why they didn't like it, because when she go up there, she used to have the prayer team
And the
Them times she
Alivine.
used to bring in.
Hey, I remember one time she called me and she said, Mama Aline, sorry. She said, Andre, no. Can't stay here with them. Can't stay here. Courtney, Mr. The Holy Ghost step on her.
Yes.
Mr. She fight. The day in the office, the kind of thing where they send in Panar in there. Mighty God.
But they can't manage, you know. Because I remember when they had the demon business up by Chateau.
And she got, I remember say she got deliver road.
You know?
Lord
And they call Bishop Adigol and his wife Grace Adigol. Right? They couldn't deal with the situation.
Yes.
Right? And it was her who said, no, me can't do it. And she called a piece of prayer up at Sharpwood Teachers College. You hear? From that day, Sharpwood now have the deaths and the different situations it have had since then.
True.
Wow.
I
That
remember.
woman is a true, I can testify. She's a true, genuine prayer warrior.
And not just a genuine prayer warrior.
And Sister Maria Abajan Singh and all of them. And
she's a decent human being. Very decent human being. And she not can do one Courtney. You know. She not can do one nothing in a nastiness and wrongdoing. And the moment she see the wrongdoing, I know Courtney what I respect about her. The moment she see the wrongdoing, the first thing she do, she not gonna expose you that way, you know, Courtney and Headboy. She gonna call you privately.
Come to you.
And she go and say, sir, look at this. This needs to be corrected. And she go through all of the sections and she go through the staff orders. And she will, even if it take her all 20 hours, she want and she now make her assistant also do it, you know. She herself, Courtney, and do it. And said XXX. But in due time, everything go exposed. And you know,
yes, man.
I go and say, when Mark Golding turned Prime Minister, Elaine Foster Allen must become the Cabinet Secretary of Jamaica.
She should. She should.
No
questions asked.
Elaine Foster Allen should become the Cabinet Secretary of Jamaica.
Put in on God, woman.
Clean up Jamaica House.
Yes, man.
Clean up Jamaica House, said boy. Clean up Jamaica House.
But not only that, I want. But you're talking about Elaine Foster Allen. Let me be controversial tonight.
Yeah.
I want, when the People's National Party wins the next election, we started in 2013 when Minister Arnaldo Brown was junior minister of Foreign Affairs, the Diaspora Affairs Committees. Yeah?
Yes.
But we have never truly appointed somebody that's not necessarily living in the United States, because we know this the split in the US. Because what Andrew, is divide and rule they did in the diaspora so far, Yeah?
Yes.
That never existed before.
Mm-hmm.
The diaspora, JLP and PNP used to mingle to just work on the issues of Jamaica. I am suggesting that a man by the name of, and I don't know if you know him, Professor. His name is Andre Stefano Stevens. You know him?
Where you put me through right now? Headboy.
Hey, Bombshell.
I am suggesting.
What you suggesting?
I am suggesting that this man whose program is more listened in the diaspora than in Jamaica should be given the opportunity, even if it's a liaison, with dealing with some of that diaspora affairs. Because let me tell you something. If the PNP think the JLP is going to give up the diaspora, which was their feeding tree, make them continue think so. Yeah? You need sensible people in the diaspora who can organize. If them don't get diaspora to deal with, there's an emerging economy in that we need to look at. Remember, say Abinil can't go to the Middle East enough and they're running away.
Oh Lord.
Yeah? He can't go down there because the bank of Oman say he should never be seen near a bank. But check the report.
What?
Right? We have to look at now the emerging economies and how we bring our people who have good negotiations.
No, man. Yo, what is going on, bro? What happened to Auburn Hill? Yo, I gotta play that back, man. What?
Yeah? He can't go down there because the bank of Oman say he should never be seen near a bank. But check the report.
Mighty God.
Right? We have to look at now the emerging economies and how we bring our people who have good negotiation skills, good interpersonal skills to go deal with them. We don't need to dig up the old, and I'm not disrespecting people because of age, but I'm saying in some instances, old don't always mean good. Yeah? We need to find people who can reconnect, especially in some of our markets. Yeah? So I'm saying, I am publicly calling that if it's not the diaspora, let them, the new embassy that we're going to open in Dubai, let them send you down there.
What and boy, I said me forgot on the ambassador for Dubai and the Emirates. So what is for me?
Well, you don't need not much. All you do, let me tell you, brother, practice your Arabic, because just now you're going there. Practice your Arabic.
Yes, I'm for practice the Arabic.
So the first thing you must know is Assalamu alaikum.
Lord God, Assalamu alaikum. Hey! And what that mean again? Peace be with you.
I say alaikum. I say walaikum salam.
Lord God.
So it means peace be to you, and you say peace to you, and you say peace be unto you also.
Well.
So practice your language, ambassador in waiting.
All right. That one.
I'm gonna leave your ambassador.
That one they box me tonight.
Man, I tell you, hey, yo, Headboy, bring it tonight, people. Oh, there's a lot going on, man. Yo, I ain't got much to say about it, bro. I mean, like I said, these are some bombshell allegations in regards to, in regards to Christopher Tufton and the lodge and all that stuff. I know, I would love to hear him come out and address that. I don't think those types of people outside of Wilmington is really honest about their association with those types of stuff. But to think that people in the lodge that don't believe in God, like the Creator, the Most High, that are pretty much devil worshippers, right? Anything outside, that's why you see all this OB and stuff under the Jamaica Labour Party, right? You see all this death and stuff. You hear Mark Stewart, the prophet, talk about the altars that they be putting up. Like, the spiritual warfare is ridiculous. Now y'all understand what the prophets be saying. And there's so much that is happening. He talked about more guns coming through in Jamaica and dynamite. Man, what the hell is going on, man? Dynamite? They found dynamite? I heard that on Andre Stevens. Like, yo, y'all need to go watch this full situation. That was the third. What is it? The third of Wednesday the 3rd of June 2025. That's the date of the live stream. Started 8 p.m. Y'all definitely need to go check out that entire live stream. Like, there's just a lot going on. And then I need to go check out Mystic Sensation because I heard Bombshells was dropping over there as well. So, whew, Lord of mercy. Let me know what y'all think, man. Remember to hit that like button. Don't forget, you heard? And yeah, be respectful in the comment section. Share the live, you know. Again, you can donate if you choose to. Info is right there on the screen. So